final segment of the week. We're finishing off with the blue brand. This is the Smackdown Rundown.
We have more wrestling to talk about. I forgot. After all the NXT hype, I just kind of thought
yeah. NXT really should have. NXT should have been like the main event of the week.
Yeah, I watched NXT last.
I'm going to go back and watch NXT after this. So it's going to be the main event.
Main event of the week.
It's going to be the last one.
But yeah, because that was...
Main event's going to get punched in the vagina.
It's not cool. Main event was pretty good. But we're not talking about main event. We're not talking about NXT. We are talking about SmackDown.
SmackDown alert. SmackDown alert.
We opened up with an 8-man tag, which I felt like didn't have any...
No, it didn't.
It didn't make any sense. Like, Big Show came out and they're like, alright, this is an 8-man tag match. It's like, what? Really?
Yeah.
No, what happened? What happened is last week they're doing a 10-man tag. This week they're going to do 8-man tag. Next week's going to be a 6-man tag. That's going to be a tag match. That's going to be a single match. They're just doing elimination style ending type intro to SmackDown.
And this was an interesting combination of guys because on the face side made a little bit of sense. We had the Usos, Big Show, and Mark Henry.
Usos and White Chocolate.
The Usos and Mark and White Chocolate.
Marky Chocolate.
Mark Chocolate.
I think for the most part...
It's funny because it sounds like dark chocolate.
For the most part, you can get any, with a few exceptions, but you can get any face combination and it would make sense because they're the good guys. They're going to set aside whatever to try to win the match.
Yeah. But on the flip side, we have the heels.
Which I call the most bizarre team in the world.
Yeah.
Not because it's a weird pairing, but it's because it's 4 really weird dudes.
We have Dust to Dust and the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
The creepy rednecks and the space dicks.
While Bray Wyatt watches, we've got Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, Stardust, and Goldust, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, these two were just like facing each other.
Stardust, Goldust, Goldust, and Cheap Dust.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
WWE is getting really fond of their tag team matches that don't actually advance the tag team division at all.
Yeah, considering...
This one kind of did.
This one kind of capitalizes on the fact that Dust to Dust is getting the title match at Night of Champions. And then you've also got the...
There's been a running rivalry between Big Show, Mark Henry, and the Wyatts.
Yeah, but now that Mark Henry's going against Rusev, that needs to end.
Yeah,
please.
Which I'm sure it will.
Please do.
Which we'll get into the Rusev thing in a little bit. But yeah, the Usos, Big Show, and Mark Henry ended up winning.
I thought that not hurt Uso actually hurt himself.
Yeah, like I don't know if he like. Part of me thinks he stole that to like make up for the fact that he slipped.
Yeah,
I don't think he was legitimately hurt.
Yeah,
no, I don't think
because they played it up a lot on commentary.
Right.
Well, Jay,
he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, like Jay even came over and like checked on him. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how like. Well, I know it's not a legit injury, but I don't know if it's storyline or if it was just like added to the match or what. I don't know.
Stardust actually like asked him if he was okay.
Yeah, because he picks him up and like says something and then tosses him back in the ring.
So I think it was a botch that he tried to incorporate. Like it wasn't as bad of a botch as it looked, but he tried to incorporate it to
some extent.
Yeah.
But then it was the bit they like throw him back in the ring, and Michael Cole's all like, "Oh, this is a bad thing for the Usos because going to the title match now they're both going to have injured knees, and it's a bad thing for this match because now they can target the knee." They didn't target the knee.
Right.
And then JBL goes, "Well, he's doing a good job of not making it seem like his knee hurts because he's not doing anything and he's not giving them a target to work on." I was like, "No, because his knee doesn't actually fucking hurt." He slipped. Get over it.
It was a weird.
Quit trying to play it in like it was part of the match.
Like this tag match was weird in general.
People fuck up sometimes.
But we got a face win.
Injured Uso hits the super flash.
That was an awesome finish. Like
yes. The finish was very the match was good. It just didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
We get Jey Uso hitting the splash, selling the knee. Obviously, still getting issues. He's the one thing that bothered me is like everyone knows the SmackDown's taped like the night after.
Yeah.
And so for the crowd there, they watched Monday Night Raw the night before, and he's like on crutches and can't do the dance, and then the next night he's like, doing the war dance.
That was
like, you shouldn't have done that. Should have kept Jay out and put someone else in.
Yeah.
Just specifically to keep with the injury, but that's us suspending our belief.
Well, that's why I think this match was kind of fuster-clucky.
I agree. It was like, okay, let's just try and make people think this makes sense. Go. So it happened. It was good.
We after the match we had like a little preview of like, okay, here's what's gonna happen later in the match. Here we're gonna have Jericho and Reigns versus Orton and Rollins.
Yes.
And then post here's what's happening in the show. We get the intro of Bo Dallas.
Yes.
Comes to the ring, hits his pose. We go to commercial.
We come back, and Justin Gabriel has made his way to SmackDown. He's getting some SmackDown TV time.
Yeah, I'm glad they might be thinking about calling this kid up. He's done some pretty cool stuff on NXT. It might be his time to try his hand on the main roster.
Yeah.
I bet if they had like a competition on NXT, he would make it to like the top 3.
Oh yeah.
What?
Totally agree. Him and Bo Dallas had a really good match.
Yeah.
You know, Justin Gabriel, who doesn't
also Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger came out during the commercial break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They came out during the commercial break and talked for like the first 2 minutes of the match.
The bell rings.
The bell rang.
The first minute and a half of the match is a promo.
Bo did his thing and tried to do the Bo leave.
Yeah.
Whatever he's eventually trying to do, and then Zeb cut him off. And
if you're America's sweetheart, then I'm Ariana freaking Grande.
Yeah.
And then the commentators like, does that make Jack Swagger Iggy Azalea?
And I don't think any of the commentators actually know who those people are.
Probably not.
Maybe Tom Phillips.
Tom Phillips
I think
because he's the youngest out of the 3.
I feel like
JBL had no idea.
Well, because fucking Nicole said Ziggy first.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that was
Ziggy Azalea?
Yeah.
I think that was definitely.
Fucking Phillips and JBL gave him a fucking hard time for that.
I feel like that was definitely a WWE writer's joke that no one, like, everyone knew it was supposed to be made, but no one, like, understood it.
Yeah. It just, more no making sense on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But we had Bo Dallas beat Justin Gabriel with the running bow dog again.
Yeah.
Stop it.
You know, I think he's going to keep sticking with it.
He will.
Damn it.
I think maybe, or just the double arm DDT is for people who piss him off.
Maybe.
So more people need to piss Bo Dallas off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the match was really good, and then we had a fight between Swagger and Bo at the end, where Bo ended up running away from.
Yeah.
They were like, I thought
Swagger was trying to get in the ring. Bo was trying to keep him out of the ring.
It looked like Swagger. Like, to me, it looked like Swagger was trying to get in the ring, and then Bo was supposed to just run away. But it looked like Swagger was caught in the ropes, and Bo had to improvise and try to make it look like he was keeping him out, because
maybe
it was kind of awkward the way he did it.
It was a really awkward thing, and especially because they both did Swagger pushed him, and he fell off the apron from pushing Bo Dallas, and then he gets up on the ring. And
right. And that's why I think he was kind of having a hard time, and Bo was trying to cover up for that fact.
Yeah. So I don't know, are we getting Swagger versus Dallas yet?
They haven't announced it, but
probably working their way to it.
Yeah, we still got a week for Night of Champions.
Yeah, it could be the pre-show match.
I'm hoping if it's on there, it's the pre-show match.
Yeah.
Well, that's another one that they could probably swing into being a championship.
Who's the America's
sweetheart?
Right.
Yeah, championship of America.
Why wouldn't that be for the United States title?
Yeah.
No shit.
I wouldn't be all for that, but I could understand it more if they did swing it that way.
Yeah, I mean it's got its potential, but really it's gonna take away from those title matches.
Right.
So, speaking of title matches, we had the Divas Champion Paige taking on Summer Rae. This was a match full of hot because Layla looked good, Paige looked good, Summer Rae looked good, AJ at commentary, whole lot of hot.
They did a close-up on AJ's angry face for an awkward amount of time.
I don't care.
She
still looks hot when she's angry.
She does, but
Michael Cole made a comment that I really liked, saying that AJ went through a whole huge variety of emotions in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was good. But no, it was just weird because they like, I think it's when Paige was coming out, and they like close up on AJ, and they like cut to Paige, and then they close up on AJ, and just kind of stayed there.
I was alright with it. I didn't have any qualms with the close up of AJ. But the match wasn't anything to write home about. It was more so just.
Paige did the Black Widow. That was fun.
I was leading up to that.
Too late.
You ruined it.
Well,
No,
you have
we
editing.
went to the only important part of the fucking
Yeah.
match.
You have editing power, so you could totally just continue and then edit me out.
I'm not that good.
That's true. But yeah, and I was sort of disappointed, but obviously Paige is heavier than AJ.
Yeah.
So and not as flexible because she wasn't able to hook the left leg behind Summer Rae's leg,
Yeah.
which is a crucial part, in my opinion,
Well,
of Black Widow.
AJ's got that spider monkey deal going on.
Yeah,
She can
well,
just,
she's super flexible and uber skinny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people like Summer had to like get a really low center of gravity to hold her up.
Yeah.
Didn't really hold her up.
Well,
Yeah.
I liked the shot though. The fact that she used the Black
Yeah.
Widow. And then
But
so,
JBL made the comment. She stole her title. She stole her skip. She stole her move. She stole her creepy.
stole her creepy.
Oh.
So like Layla takes offense and like goes to talk to Paige like, hey, why'd you do that? And she gets spun.
Which,
Spun around.
I thought Layla doing that was kind of weird because like, why'd you do that? Like, it's a match.
Yeah.
But that's her friend.
I know,
That's her friend Summer Rae. But she's going to talk to Paige. She gets spun around and hit with the page turner by AJ, and Paige goes.
Page Turner. Oh, that sounds weird. Never mind.
Yeah, that's weird. But Paige is like, what? And she starts yelling.
She starts trying to berate AJ.
This was my
AJ
favorite part.
AJ just skips
And
around
she-
her and leaves. And Paige is like, hey, I was talking to you.
Yeah. She says, "I'm trying to shout at you. Don't skip."
Did she say
Yeah.
that?
She's like, "Don't skip. I'm trying to shout at you," and AJ just leaves.
Yeah, and oh man. This just gets better. I love the shit they do to each other. It's
there was
hilarious.
also the bit about that was later. Never mind.
This feud can go on forever if I want.
Yep. It is
If it wants.
the Dean Ambrose Seth Rollins of the Divas division.
Yeah.
Then we had the stupid arm wrestling thing. Do we have to talk much about this?
No, that's
Okay.
it.
Mark Henry won round 1 and was about to win round 2, which was left-handed.
He won round 2 by disqualification in my book.
Shut up. There was only one disqualification.
No, see, arm wrestling is no disqualification.
Oh. I didn't know
Rusev just forfeited
that. Okay.
when he got on the left.
See, I didn't know that it was a no disqualification arm wrestling
Yeah.
contest.
No, I think what they're
They
trying
should
to
have
do
announced it as that. That's a bad job on the announce team.
Yeah, it is.
Uh,
They didn't plug it either with the graphics or anything. No.
I feel like one of the reasons why they did that is it's another topical kind of thing because that TV show.
Oh
Game of Arms.
Yeah. Which I've actually watched an episode of that. Like, that's some intense shit for just arm wrestling.
Well, I mean, arm wrestling is a legit super competitive
Yeah.
sport.
Oh, absolutely.
Anything you do on a professional or semi-professional level is going to get really intense.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
Plus,
know
arm wrestling is kind of dangerous because you can break your arm
easily.
Like,
I've seen YouTube videos. It's nasty.
yeah. So.
But yeah. So ultimately, it ended
I felt
with
I felt like they were trying to capture a moment like that where.
Yeah.
yeah. It ended with Lana throws the dust in Mark Henry's eyes. He starts to get up after the beat down, and then gets super kicked.
Yeah.
Kick him in the head.
Yeah.
Back to
I
the
think
shoulder blades. Really.
that just about the only arm wrestling match I was kind of invested in WWE was Triple H versus the Great Khali when they put the glass on it.
The glass.
Yeah, they had like a glass arm wrestling match where there was like, if you got your arm
Oh
put,
yeah. Okay.
that was
That was like
But Triple H like made that look really cool because
It's because he's Triple H.
he made it legitimately look like he had a shot at beating Khali. In an
I
arm
just
wrestling
realized that we
contest.
talk about it so much. We need a Triple H roster up here. There needs to be something Triple H because we talk about how cool he is all the time.
Yeah.
So then we move on to match of the night. Okay, we'll talk. Do you want to talk about the weird Jericho promo?
Jericho, Stop fucking trying to take moral victories in matches. It doesn't make sense.
It's specifically when Bray Wyatt beats you.
Right, like, you lost the match. And it's fine to lose the match. You'll still be Chris Jericho.
But I lost it on my terms.
Right. No, you didn't. Because the way you lost the match was you had Bray Wyatt laying on you and then you crawled over you. Is that really your terms? Really?
Yeah, getting sort of pseudo-sexually molested by Bray Wyatt.
And then getting beat down afterward? That's how you wanted to lose the match?
And then attacked by Randy Orton in the trainer's room. There's no moral victory in any of that.
But yeah, that's all I'll say is...
And what did Snakes ever do to you?
Well, they attacked him in the training.
He's the Viper Vanquisher.
No.
The Cobra Crusher. The Ophidian Obsidian.
Hey, don't bring Ophidian into this. He didn't do anything to you. He is doing great things in Chikara.
That's what it's going to be. This is going to build up to Chris Jericho versus Ophidian.
And
Holy...
Trios.
Jericho and Ophidian get added to Rey de Voladores.
Yeah. Jericho from 10 years ago.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, then we go
He
to...
can be king of the crossbodies. Well, no, Seth Rollins.
Yeah. So then we go to the match of the night.
Yes.
Where we have Miz and Damien Mizdow coming
Okay,
out.
I love the bit going into commercial where Miz and Sandow was walking behind him and Sandow was trying to see what the Miz was doing in front of him to copy him the whole time.
Yeah. And the whole entrance.
Yeah.
Like, they even did like their little like turn thing. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
And I think one of the commentators made a comment like, are they doubles or are they twins? Like, what's their deal? Like,
well, no, the deal is that Damien Mizdow is trying to learn how to better emulate the Miz. Therefore, he can be a better stuntman.
Gotcha.
That's what I take from it.
Eventually, he's just going to be the Miz.
Yeah.
This is my new prediction for the storyline. Is eventually Damien Sandow's just going to think he's the Miz.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. So speaking of stunt doubles.
This one was like
another
uncanny.
I couldn't believe
Ziggler
this.
says I'm a stunt double for one night.
Well, yeah, Ziggler's from Hollywood also. He's from Hollywood, Florida. I'm sure he's got stunt doubles. So he brought his stunt double for one night. R. Ziggler.
Yeah,
and I couldn't tell him apart.
No, it made me wonder how many times he's had the stunt double wrestle for him.
Yeah, there was even a point in the match where the commentator was like, "No, that's Dolph Ziggler right there." Like, just no one but Dolph Ziggler does that.
Right.
And this match was uber entertaining.
Yeah.
Because are we gonna break the kayfabe?
I love the fact that it said like, well, Damien Mizdow has a beard, and that's how we can tell him apart from the Miz. But there's nothing.
Yeah.
R. Ziggler and Dolph Ziggler apart.
Yeah. It's not the skin color. It's not the fact that one of them has tattoos.
No, not at all. Wait, one of them has tattoos?
Yeah. One has dreadlocks.
Yeah, Archer has tattoos.
Yeah. Has tattoos on his chest.
But no, it's not any of those things. Like, those aren't things.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Figments of your imagination.
Yeah, this is...
No.
I'm just giving examples of, like, potential things.
Yeah. R-Truth emulating Dolph Ziggler from the entrance to...
Through the match.
Like Dolph Ziggler did, he did the hip sway and then into the elbow, and then he tagged in R-Truth, and R-Truth did the clothesline, the hip swivel into the elbow drop, and then he tagged in Dolph Ziggler. They just, kept doing the same thing back and forth.
What I loved was...
So good.
And then after they did that, they cut to the Miz, and the Miz looked like he was pouting.
Yeah.
He's just...
No, I love... R-Truth looked so happy to be doing this the whole time.
He's like, Dolph, we've been working on this for so long, and they're going to finally let us do this.
Like, he was just excited. Maybe he was just excited to be part of something again.
Well, my guess is...
Or he didn't have to be a douchebag.
Right. I get to win a match? Oh my god.
I don't have to be an asshole to do it.
I feel like a lot of wrestlers get a kick out of Damien Sandow's gimmick.
Yeah.
It's a hilarious gimmick.
And would like a chance to do that, kind of rub off on them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Especially the guy you get to emulate is Dolph Ziggler.
And then R-Truth even got the win.
Yeah.
Off the zigzag.
The rig-zag.
The rig zag.
Yeah.
That's not what I initially called it, by the way.
I went Scooby-Doo and called it the Rig Rag. The Rig Rag.
The Rig Rag. Yeah, this was a great recovery from the shit fest that they did on Raw.
Yeah.
I was so
agreed.
upset with the whole picture thing. It was stupid. This was the greatest way they could have recovered it.
Yeah.
Hilarious. And it's the first time we've seen R-Truth wrestle without a shirt since
Or
his
pants.
debut. I was going to mention pants.
Well, he like that. Like I was like,
Shorts.
why does R-Truth look so
But I'm
much
curious
different?
if they have the same boot size. Because he was wearing Dolph Ziggler boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was looking. I was like, what
Well-
looks so different? I was like, why he's not wearing the baggy pants?
No, R-Truth ordered them custom from WWShop.com.
Ah,
You can order Dolph Ziggler boots.
I don't know.
maybe.
You can. I want some.
Okay.
But yeah,
So
that was the thing.
yeah, then they start pushing that Nikki's gonna be in the triple threat.
Yeah.
With the promo,
With okay, there's two things I want to say strictly about this. One, thank you, Paige, for saving this segment because she started to talk and I was like, okay, we're just gonna hear Nikki Bella say the same shit that she's been saying for 2 weeks.
I am a victim.
Yeah, but then they came in, they made it entertaining. The other thing I'll say, why did you play the entire Jerry Springer segment from Raw on SmackDown? That was 15 minutes you cut out of SmackDown.
I watched it on Hulu, so I fast forwarded it.
That's what
I did too. I on my little bar. I watched to where it was done and I skipped it. I was like, no. But then I countered. It was like,
except on the Xbox, it goes really slow, so I slow forwarded it.
so I just got to see. I was like, why? That's 3 matches they could have put on SmackDown.
Or
Or
5 minute long matches.
why?
3 squash matches they could have put on SmackDown.
You can
No,
have a 5-minute non-squash match.
Yeah.
You can have a 5-minute stellar.
They
match,
could have
but-
added 5. You know, they could have added 5 minutes to a bunch of these
Could have
matches.
added 5 3-minute squash matches.
Yeah.
Could have had an Adam Rose match, a Zack Ryder match.
Heath Slater match.
Heath Slater match. But yeah,
A Justin Gabriel match. Oh wait.
fuck it. I don't care.
What?
I
Did
did.
you just do that?
Fuck it.
I did really like
Get
Paige's
down,
line.
bitch. What?
I liked what Paige said, and I was kind of overzealous and almost added this to the Paige match earlier. But where she's like, "I'm gonna beat you so we can go back to being best friends."
Yeah. And that was the best part was that you got those two bantering against each other.
And Nikki was just out there watching.
Yeah.
To Nikki's credit, I did kind of like how she was like, "Yeah, this is probably gonna be easy," like acknowledging the fact that
She doesn't think that she's got much.
Right.
Well, and
She thinks she's gonna be able to.
That's going to be a big
Capitalize.
premise point in the match, you got to think, though, with the fact they've been building the AJ Page feud for so long, that AJ and Page are going to spend most of the time going after each other during this
I
match.
think the fact that they're frenemies, they're gonna attack Nikki first, try
Yeah.
to eliminate her from the equation.
I think it's gonna be a combination of both.
But they can attack her, but eventually they're going to
Right.
forget about her.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then when she comes back in and hurts one of them and goes for the pin, the other one's gonna stop it and beat up on her
Yeah.
because she's beating up her frenemy.
Right.
So it's gonna be there's gonna be an interesting
Dichotomy.
dichotomy. Thank you. I
You're welcome.
could not think of the word for the life of me.
I'm the Matt Striker of this team.
Yes, you are.
Apparently.
I'm I'm excited to see how this match goes, and I'm hoping that with Bella in it, that we're not losing the magic that AJ and Paige have.
Yeah.
And, to an extent, Nikki and the Bella promo segments have been terrible.
Yeah.
Nikki's not a bad wrestler.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
I was saying, I don't know if I said it on the show last week.
Yeah.
but
No.
I was
We talked
talking
about
last week about it, how their promos, the Bella's promos are so bad, I'm forgetting that they're actually decent wrestlers.
it. Yeah. And I made the comment that if anyone's gonna make the Bellas look better, it's gonna be AJ and Paige.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens in Night of Champions. Then we had our main event. We had Roman Reigns and Chris Jericho taking on Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. I fucking love this
This
match.
was a cool match.
It was really well done.
The crowd was hot the whole time. There was no real slow spots. Everyone was on their A game. It was just It was an action-packed match, and I'm glad that we got a clean win.
Yeah.
And I got
faces over the heels.
Yeah, and there was so many times I was like, oh, please no, please no, please no, because I thought like Randy Orton was like hitting Jericho, or maybe he had Reigns down. I don't know. He was just beaten down, and like the ref was trying to pull him off. I was like, oh fuck, here it comes. I was waiting for the disqualification, and then Randy backed off. I was like, oh thank God. Yeah. And there was even a couple times where I thought there was maybe a count out. Count out would have been fine, but we got a definitive win. Reigns and Jericho win.
Jericho beat Orton with the schoolboy.
Yeah, really just out of nowhere too. It was
he countered the rope stalling DDT.
Yeah, which I thought he was actually going to when he got him up for the stalling DDT. I thought he was gonna like push off and then come back with a code breaker, and knock out Orton that way.
Well,
but yeah.
when he was doing the schoolboy, I thought he was gonna do it into the walls like he does. Often.
Yeah. But yeah, great match, great way to finish SmackDown.
But I think that's why he went to the pin. He's like, no, Orton's going to expect me to do this. But if I go for the pin, it's going to take him by surprise for 3 seconds. And then
I win the match.
Orton's upside down in the roll going, oh my God, I can't believe Chris Jericho's actually pinning me instead of putting me in the walls. Fuck.
The match is over. So good move on you, Jericho.
You confuse that simple-minded son of a bitch.
He had the perfect counter for the walls in mind. So like when he got pinned, he's like, "Oh, what do I do? Fuck! Oh,
kick her out!"
No, it was half a second too late. Yeah, I mean, everyone got their stuff in this match.
Yeah,
like everyone had a moment to shine. The heels were really over as heels. Roman Reigns got a big pop like usual. Jericho, despite his weird fucking promo earlier, was really on his A game as far as wrestling goes.
His jacket worked fine.
Yep. The new jacket doesn't have a problem. Like, there hasn't been a problem with the new jacket yet. Which I think is because there's less lights, and you don't have that, like, oh, one whole fucking sleeve doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're like, if one of these lines on his shoulder doesn't work, you're not looking at those ones, you're looking at the ones on his back and all the other ones. So, yeah. There really wasn't even a beatdown after the match. It was just
faces celebrated.
Yeah, they just kind of went off the air like that. So
I just realized how much I like SmackDown.
SmackDown.
You know what though? Like after when I watched through it, it felt short.
It did.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they put 15 minutes of Jerry Springer from Raw on SmackDown.
And
I fast forwarded that, and I fast forwarded the Cena promo recap.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was another 5 minutes. That's 20 minutes you skipped of SmackDown.
Again, I think it does go back to NXT TakeOver because they crammed so much into that 2 hours, and there was just more there. There was more meat there.
Yeah.
Lots of tasty meat.
So yeah, I would say
TakeOver 2 was the prime rib.
If I was gonna rate best to worst of the week,
I feel a new segment coming on.
Best to worst. You've got
worst ever.
You got your 5 matches not to miss. You've got your top 5. So I'm gonna rate the 5 shows of the week.
All right.
So
and
go for it.
Superstars doesn't even get to be in it.
No, Superstars.
Yeah, that's the thing I kind of think about sometimes. Like, why don't we watch Superstars and review it?
Because
nothing happens on Superstars.
There's 2 matches. And, well, yeah, I would say absolutely number 1. NXT TakeOver took the fucking week.
Yeah.
NXT TakeOver by far was the best.
Yeah.
In second place,
the month, maybe the year,
maybe match of the year candidate for the NXT Championship.
I think at
least
at least 2 match of the year candidates, maybe even 3 with the tag team match.
I was thinking Bull Dempsey versus Mojo Rawley.
You mean Fuckface?
Bull Dempsey versus Fuckface Rawley.
That's gonna be
Mojo
all.
Fuckface.
That's gonna be all the match of the year candidates at the Slammies right there.
All the NXT TakeOver matches.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin versus CJ Parker is gonna take it.
Yep. The
Baron Corbin's gonna come in and accept the award. CJ Parker's gonna try and take it from him to recycle it.
And then he's gonna get punched in the face.
And then slammed.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely NXT at the top. In second place, very solid SmackDown, despite recapping 2 long segments from Raw. That wasn't necessary. Don't do that again.
At least the Cena segment is good.
Yeah, no, I that would have been okay if they didn't add in the Jerry Springer League, because they didn't need the full 15 minutes.
Right.
It was not necessary. So yeah, definitely. Second place goes to SmackDown. Third place, I'll give it to Raw, just because they had
Cage match.
They had the cage match. You
The
had
NXT guys were on it.
Yeah, you had NXT on Raw.
Yeah, that's.
Zack Ryder got himself, or no, that was main event, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe
The
main
Bunny.
event. Oh,
The Bunny had offense?
Yeah, the Bunny had some offense. So yeah, while it didn't have all the good stuff, it still had more good stuff than main event. So I'll put main event at number 4, and then number 5 is TNA, just because
TNA is going to be the weekly number 5.
Yeah.
TNA is number
Unless
5.
they do
Well,
something awesome.
yeah, TNA was number 5 because
I didn't watch it.
I went to YouTube to watch it. I watched the end of the triple threat table match and the what was it, the Bray Wyatt thing.
Brainstorm.
Yeah, the Cowbray.
I like
Sonata
Brainstorm.
Harper.
Yeah.
Because
And TJ Rowan.
That's it for the Wrestling Rundown this week. If you want to go back to any of the videos that we posted this week,
they're back here.
What he said. Click the annotations and
There's one there.
And don't forget that this coming Thursday night, Friday morning, we will have a Just Before King of Trios special update from Kevin Hawk. So yeah, some good stuff coming in next week. Check us out on Twitter. You got Thomas Wolf FTW. You got Travis Colt WR, the Man of Sauce. I'm
gonna change my handle soon.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you can find us all on Twitter.
Hashtag Sauce Talk.
Okay. Be sure to like, subscribe,
And
share
our
us.
new thing.
Yes. You're just gonna give me shit because you have the whole time. We are now on Tumblr, where we can post not only the videos from the week, but anything other wrestling related. Talk to other wrestling blogs. You can find us at the.wrestling.rundown.tumblr.com.
It'll be good.
There's a lot of dots.
That's the way Tumblr does it. It's weird.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It'll be a good platform for me
The.wrestling.rundown.
to shamelessly promote us without feeling bad.
Yeah.
Because it's all about us.
And Thomas Wolf over here runs our Reddit. You can go to reddit.com/r/wrestling-rundown, where he posts our ranty videos. And
yeah.
occasionally.
Yeah.
He does.
I post
stuff
them on
there.
other Reddits too. r/WWE and r/squared circle. That's right.
Alright.
Post them.
So yeah, check for us on Reddit, Tumblr. I'm on Facebook. I'm working on a Facebook page. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that.
Take a while.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Bro.
13 weeks
but-
to set up a Facebook
Hey,
page.
hey. We'll see you next week.
We love you.
Ow.